quite a few numbers.
Good morning on day
5.
Oh, that was 16.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe it is for me, I don't know. So we got started. Tell them what intake we switched it to.
So we went from an AFR 4810, which is their low profile one, to this BMP 4150. Both are ported by me, obviously, but this one's actually going in this car. So this intake's, it's a nice intake anyway, and we did see a pretty good gain. So we gained, looks like 6 horsepower and about 2 foot-pounds of torque. Looks like over the entire curve, definitely on the top end. So
it was much smoother, actually.
Yeah. So good stuff.
Yeah.
Picked up a lot. Oh,
holy shit!
Damn.
Well, not a new dyno carburetor, did you?
Yeah.
So we need to call Doug.
Yeah.
Can you pull back up to resolve?
Yeah. No. So let's see where see how the.
You drag my
Yeah, sorry.
What's going on, man?
So
holy crap! All the way across the board.
Man, oh man!
Who would believe?
I see.
Tell me you're keeping that one. 640, 610.
Okay, so we I guess discovered something major. I guess.
Yeah, this was. Wish we discovered this on Monday.
Yeah, well,
but this happens.
it is what it is, I guess. So I'll let you explain it.
Okay, so we've been testing this ATM carburetor. ATM's great to work with. If you want a carburetor, they're the people. They're really nice to deal with. But anyway, we've been using this one, and this is what they have is their 1050, 4150 style carburetor. Now, this one has annular boosters. So we got off the phone with Doug and we were discussing everything, because what had happened was he had sent another carburetor similar to this one, except for it had down leg boosters, and, this is what we discovered, it has a larger venturi in here. So the carb actually has one. It should flow more CFM than this one anyway, even if it had the same boosters. But as Doug said, these annular boosters actually cause you to lose about 50 CFM in flow. So this looks great, and they claim it's 1050, and he said he put it on his bench and it actually does. That one, obviously, with the down leg, bigger venturi, flows more air. He sent it for us to test on Bill's motor, is that right?
Yes.
So we're like, let's just try it on this manifold real quick before we switch.
And I told him, I said, to help them, to help us, we will, any testing that we find out, we'll share back with them. And we just got off the phone with him. And go ahead.
And he's great to deal with. Doug's amazing there at ATM.
Yeah.
But anyway, the reason for the whole thing was because that manifold that's on the engine now is actually what will be on it when it's in his car. So hence we were trying it. Yeah, it gained a lot. So we went from 634 horsepower to 640, 601 torque to 610 over the entire range.
The entire range. It liked it. It loves to breathe.
And for the record, how good is ATM? It fired right up, no adjustments, no jet changes. That's it out of the box.
Yeah. 640 horse. That's pretty impressive.
That's a good deal.
Turn the fans on over here. Turn the ignition on. so I don't want to name intakes. That's why it's best for you to speak about this. But I can show that I can be the guy that points at the graph.
You ready? Are you filming, Howard?
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be great.
No, so here's what we did. All we did was switch intakes because obviously we tested intakes. This is the Edelbrock 2892. It's a Super Victor 2. It's fully ported. So it's just like the BMP. And this is the reason why I sold them the BMP one, because for this combination, the BMP is better for it. Like this intake's the same one he has on his Camaro that makes 700 or something. But as you can tell from the graph, it's way worse down low, but it does gain power up top.
So the one I'm leaving up here is the last one.
Which is the big intake.
A big intake, but out here is where it kind of meets each other. On the top end where it's, because it's being so tall.
Yeah, it's much taller. It's probably 1.5 inches taller than the BMP. It's, if you're solid roller and you turn in some RPMs like his Camaro, it's the ticket. Hydraulic roller, no. But, and again though, both are ported, so they're bigger than they are stock. I have no idea what a stock would do comparison wise. That's probably wouldn't, I'd probably make a little bit less, but on a higher horsepower, the ported ones will make more.
Okay, next. What you expected?
Maybe. What's that? What's your weird start?
I know. Blubber.
We just put on that iron-hide manifold. Don't take this as a knock and iron-hide. That manifold is much larger, so we've been stepping up to bigger, and yes, you can go too big. But if you look at the way it's designed, those runners are much straighter, but it makes that plenum so much bigger. And if we were a different application, maybe this would be a different story, but it didn't load right. The air-fuel ratios ended up getting way off. It wasn't happy. And we tried this spacer that was sitting with it as well, and it just wasn't there. This one isn't ported, it's just port matched to the head, so, but yeah, it just
Didn't work.
just didn't work. Not for this. I ain't gonna lie, I thought something was wrong with the motor the way it ran with the last one. So I was like, man, I hope this backs up.
Last night we had a bet. How many possible subscribers I could have.
On your day one?
On day one to a certain time this morning. And Austin won the bet.
Yes, we all bet.
Yes.
And who would have thought? Austin?
Who would have thought?
The guy that pays attention to all of the YouTube analytics
Analytics.
would be the guy that would get that one right.
Thank
And
you.
none of us cheated.
I mean, thank you.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. So if you follow me on Facebook, I was trying to help Bob out. Not Austin.
Yeah, but
Bob.
you were between me and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so please like and subscribe. You know, Bob.
Yeah.
So moving on to this. So to explain what intake we put back on it and
Okay, so
where we're at.
what we're going to do is we change a whole lot of spacers with the last intake that we had on there because I had thought, well, this was going to make the most peak power. It just didn't work for this combination, which we probably discussed already. But what we did is we were like, well, which intake so far have we tested is the best? And this is the BMP, which is actually the one I had it for the Nova. So now we're just going to do spacer tests on it. And this is the first different spacer we've tried. This one comes from Ryer Morrison. I probably said that wrong too. This is an anti-reversion plate. When it gets off, hopefully he'll take a picture. You can see it. It's a very different design. It typically helps on this part, the lower RPMs with torque. But what it did is, and you're gonna flash that.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna flash the pull itself.
You can tell it helped. It's a little bit down here, but for the majority, it's up.
It's up.
So it's a win.
Or 95% of it.
So now we're up to 645 as far as horsepower and 612 foot-pounds of torque. So great. I think the next thing is it's time for, Dominator, because I put that S on everything,
Okay. Whatever you want to do. You got any more spacers you want to try?
Not with the 4150.
Okay. All right. Change intakes.
No, change the.
Oh, the adapter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominator. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is 5/16.
Here's that spacer that Eric was just talking about.
That we used to bolt that down.
See if I can get it.
I don't want to knock off that carburetor in case I hit it close.
Really neat CNC job. Just some anaerobic sealer. Put these two together.
Hey, I got it.
I couldn't get mine to run out of the car. pretty good.
Hell yeah, it is.
Okay. This is excitement.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got the 650 because 645 is good, but 650 is better.
It's fine, but we're better.
You don't have to round up anymore.
No.
You got it. It was a super clean run.
So the one I'm highlighting is the last pull made 650, and it was over here. 650 right there. 4,200 or 6,200. I'm sorry, but see, it carried it out here. It was still at 69. It was still making 625.
I gotta tell about the spacer though.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Okay, so in case you're wondering, this is still the BMP intake. This spacer comes from Polymer Racing Products. They're based out of Canada. This is their 45 or 4150 adapter that adapts to a Dominator 4500. Still a 1050 carburetor from ATM, obviously. This is dimpled spacer. Maybe that added some magic, but yeah, it worked. So torque is up too. It's not just horsepower, it's torque. Very good.
Alrighty, so this was our last test on this motor combination. So we put, go ahead and tell them the intake to put on it.
This is an Edelbrock 2970. This is Super Victor, but it's for a Dominator. Now it's completely stock, not port matched, nothing. So we have the same size carburetor we ran on this last intake, exact same. Obviously we had to use a different spacer because the last one was a 4150 intake. But this is a 2-inch HVH taper, similar to what we're running with the 4150 carburetor. But yeah, it's down. It made 633 and horsepower and 601 foot-pounds of torque. Just to give you an idea, so this is like, kind of compare, look, it's noticeable.
It's noticeable. This is horsepower, this is torque.
And you can see why porting an intake could be worth it, because that kind of shows up.
Yes.
And Anderson test me to port that and see what it would do, but this kind of shows what that's worth. But I have to say, big thanks to Bob, because we now have finished working on this. This is number 23 on the dyno pools. That is 4 sets of cylinder heads, think 8 manifolds, 3 different carburetors, and 4 different spacers, a cam change, a rocker change. We've done a lot of testing for a whole week. We still have one more engine to put on.
Yeah.
This one was huge.
But this is the final on me. This will finish up my video. Bill's engine will be next, and he'll be here shortly. Thank you, Eric. Again.
No, thank you.
We had a blast.
Right here.
Really, we had a blast. We literally, all of us had a blast doing this, and we'll gather up something to do something maybe next year, next spring. So.
Right on.
All right.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh.